Now let's calculate the half-life for a zero order reaction. What is half-life? Half-life is when half of the half of the reaction is completed and half of the concentration of any of the reactant is consumed. That is the half-life time of a reaction. So here, as this is our integrated rate law equation for a zero order reaction. Now when we are talking about half-life, this means when the concentration of A is A naught upon 2, because A naught was our initial concentration. When A naught upon 2, when A is equal to A naught upon 2 means when half of the concentration is used up, okay, and half will be remaining, okay. So and time is how much? T half. So we have to calculate T half over here. So when we substitute this A naught upon 2 in this integrated rate equation, what we get is that A naught upon 2, this A is actually A naught upon 2. A naught upon 2 minus A naught is equal to, A naught minus K, now T is actually T half. Okay. So this is only a calculation, very easy. A naught 2, this A naught I have taken that side of the equal sign, and this becomes minus kt half, and when we subtract it we will get minus a naught by 2 is going to be minus kt half. Minus and minus gets cancelled and t half will come out to be a naught upon 2. So what we observe over here is that the half lifetime of a zero order reaction is directly proportional to the initial concentration. Okay, so it depends on the initial concentration and it is inversely proportional to the rate constant. So the half-life of a zero order reaction, it depends on two factors. One is our initial concentration and another is the rate constant. So this is our expression for the half-life of a reaction. यहाँ पे एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आप लोग बता दो, अगर हम लोग फुल टाइम अगर इसका कैलकुलेट करते हैं जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन का, फुल टाइम अगर कैलकुलेट करते हैं, means not only half time, I am telling about the full time, means when this final concentration will be zero. जब फाइनल कंसंट्रेशन अगर जीरो होगी तो उस समय क्या होगा, इसके बारे में भी आप लोगों को यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा बता दें. दिस इज अवर फाइनल कंसंट्रेशन. ओके, तो दिस वाज अबाउट half of reaction is completed. Okay, this was for the calculation for half time. Okay, half of the reaction calculated. So I am calculating half over here. Now I will tell you a bit about the full when the reaction is completed full, then what will be the time taken. It is very interesting because it will help you in calculating certain numericals in 1 second. Okay, so suppose when A is equal to 0, when A becomes 0 means the whole reaction is completed. What will be the time? Then if we consider this equation, integrated rate law equation, then it becomes 0 will be equal to A naught minus K T. Okay, or we can say that A naught is equal to A. So the time taken will be equal to how much? A naught upon T. This means suppose we start a reaction here, we are having 100% of this A, and suppose 50% of the reaction is completed over here, 50% of the reaction is completed over, then the time taken is how much? We have just now calculated, it is A naught upon 2K. Okay, and for a reaction to be 100% completed, 100% completion of reaction, and we have 0% remaining, then the time taken is how much? A naught upon K. So this means the total time taken for the completion will be how much? This is total time taken. A naught upon 2K plus A naught upon 2K. So we can this symbolizes that we can apply unitary method for calculation of a zero order reaction, time taken for a zero order reaction. For example, if we start a reaction with 100% of concentration of A, then suppose 10% of the reaction is completed in 1 minute, okay, in 1 minute. 10% of the reaction is completed means 90% of A is remaining over here, 90% of A is remaining over here, okay. And suppose now next, for the next 80% completion, 80% remaining, okay, 80% remaining means 20% has been consumed. Again it will take 1 minute. In similar way, then we get 70% remaining, okay, means 30% has been consumed, then it will take 1 minute, okay. For next 60% it will again take 1 minute, okay. In this way, for 50% completion it will take 5 minutes. So if a reaction takes, sorry, what? So how much time it's taking for half of the reaction? 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, means total 5 minutes. This means that if a reaction takes 5 minutes for 50% completion, then for 100% completion it will take 5 plus another 5 minutes, means 10 minutes. This happens only in a zero order reaction, and in no other reaction you can find this unitary method can be applied. So this was a trick for solving some of the numericals. If you encounter any such type of numerical, that suppose it takes 4 minutes for a reaction to be completed, for 40% gets completed in 4 minutes, then you can calculate for 10% how much time will it take, and you can calculate for any percentage of the completion of the reaction. So this I wanted to tell you about the unitary method. So now let's come over to the graphs which can be plotted for a zero order reaction. Okay.